This is a compilation of every single part of What If the Master Emerald Was Lost. Enjoy. In 4994, Supersonic fought Eggman to retrieve the Master Emerald and save Angel Island, forming a new friendship with Knuckles the Echidna. As well as soon after, Knuckles had stopped the Egg Robo and Mecha-Sonic from attempting the same thing. But what if Sonic failed to grab the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald was lost in space? Please subscribe. Sonic had just beaten Eggman and his giant battle mech, causing the Death Egg to explode, the Master Emerald protecting him. However, it stays behind as Sonic lands back on Tails' plane. Where's the Emerald? I lost it. Oh. They fly back to Knuckles to deliver the bad news. Get off my island. Knuckles turns his back to Sonic and Tails, who silently take off. They're demoralized. Even though they beat Eggman, they still lost. Knuckles, who is devastated by his failure to protect the Master Emerald, sulks around his island, before he's suddenly attacked by a bomb. As the Egg Robo appears to distract him, while Mecha-Sonic goes looking for the emeralds that Sonic missed. Knuckles chases them to the Sky Sanctuary, where he notices that Mecha has the Chaos Emeralds. He bares his teeth. Hey, when I'm through with you, I'll be picking metal bits out of my gloves for years! Mecha-Sonic forms the Chaos Emeralds around them to become Super Mecha-Sonic and charges Knuckles. The Echidna weaves around to dodge the attacks. He realizes the dodging will get him nowhere. He remembers that earlier he had to use the power of the Master Emerald to punch the Chaos Emeralds out of Sonic. He grits his teeth and stands his ground. As Mecha charges at him, he draws in the power of the Lost Emerald and delivers a massive uppercut to the robot, knocking the Chaos Emeralds clean out of him as they scatter across the world. Mecha-Sonic falls off the Sky Sanctuary and plummets to the ground. Knuckles rubs his fist. He looks to the sky. I swear, I will gather the Chaos Emeralds and guard them in place of you, wherever you are. He then walks towards the mainland. By 4996, Eggman is after the Flickies and Chaos Emeralds. Sonic and Tails are heading there too, but Knuckles is going there to play a much bigger part. When our heroes meet, you, Sonic, stay out of my way. I'm grabbing those emeralds. Hey, let us... Were you gonna say help? I let you help last time, and where did that get me? That was an accident. Yeah! And your accident led to losing the Master Emerald in space. So go take your help and go ruin something else. Listen, Knuckles, I'm staying on this island to stop Eggman. You can have those emeralds. Knuckles squints and rushes off as they both gather emeralds and stop Eggman, causing them to split once again. No! Hey, we stopped Eggman. First off, there is no we. Second, you stopped him last time. Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails split up again. There's a new opponent aside from the rest of the competition. Mecha-Sonic appears with a vendetta against Knuckles and Eggman, plus his new inventions for abandoning and replacing him. As Sonic gathers the emeralds, he does stop Eggman, and what do you know, they split again, and everyone splits up again. There's no chaos, only Eggman attacking Station Square with a massive egg carrier powered by the emeralds he gathered, which leads Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Mecha-Sonic to all attempt a takedown of him. The four of them clash several times. Mecha have upgraded himself to keep up with them all. With a new player in the story, the E-Series have a new target. Though Gamma didn't get froggy from Big, he did watch as his friends lost to Mecha-Sonic and saw how Eggman scolded them and tore them apart. And this is all recorded in his memory. But that's when he realizes why Mecha betrayed Eggman. He finds Mecha-Sonic. Dr. Robotnik. No longer master. E-Series must be saved. Will you help me? Mecha-Sonic thinks for a moment, before nodding. Then they start a crusade against Eggman, setting the birds from the other E-Series free, which leads them up to Beta, where they clash, which still leaves Gamma critically damaged. Mecha helps Gamma walk away as the bird flies up to him, reminding Gamma of the family of birds. Mecha-Sonic, put me down. Mecha looks at him in confusion as Gamma deactivates his auto repair. Take my voice so you can have one. and ensure to keep fighting. Mechasonic nods and takes the voice. He realizes that Gamma will explode soon and he walks away. When Gamma does explode, Mecha stops for a moment. He was never a good person, or even a person at all. He was a machine fueled by revenge, but Gamma gave him a purpose. He then leaves the area. If there's one thing Knuckles knows, it's that trouble always finds Sonic, so he's been tracking him around, eventually leading him to Central City. And while peeking around a corner, he witnesses Shadow the Hedgehog reveal he has a Chaos Emerald to teleport. What in the world? He proceeds to watch Sonic get recaptured. And as he makes his exit, he unwittingly was being watched by Rouge the Bat. As Tails fights Eggman on Prison Island, and Amy breaks Sonic out, Knuckles is stalled from tracking them any longer by Rouge, and just "Why are you in my way, little bat?" Rouge seems offended by the echidna's disrespect, before her communication soon goes off, telling of the island's imminent destruction. Knuckles and Rouge proceed to split up. Eggman soon appears on all screens and delivers his announcement, and blows up half the moon as a warning. As Sonic, Tails, and Amy escape the police, Knuckles swallows his pride and walks up to them. "First off, Sonic, we're not buddies. Second off, I'd rather risk you ruining everything again than letting that egghead blow up the planet." Sonic nods at the echidna. "Alright, Knuckles." As they find the president and find where Eggman is transmitting from, they find themselves at a pyramid, where they run into a familiar face. Mecha Sonic, destroying Eggman's forces. Mecha Sonic, "Do not attack. I am only here to destroy Robotnik's army."
Heh. Then you might find it fun to tag along with us to the Ark to stop Eggman.
Mecha Sonic agrees. As events proceed similarly, a key difference is that Knuckles doesn't cause them to crash, and they storm the Ark as a complete team. As Knuckles decides to look for Shadow, the rest of the team storm into Eggman's room. As Sonic is locked in the glass casing, Eggman's distracted. That's when Mecha Sonic bursts the casing wide open and destroys the Eggmobile before he can react.
You traitorous bucket of bolts!
Silence. This is for the E-Series.
What are you talking about?
Mecha Sonic grabs the gun Eggman intended to use on Amy. "Impaled upon your own sword, Robotnik."
Mecha Sonic, what are you...
Mecha Sonic then shoots and kills Eggman. The other three stare in shock. "I have stopped it. Something you have failed to do. Fox, you have a job to do." Tails is taken aback, but still. He rushes off to shut off the Ark.
I'm gonna go find Knuckles.
Sonic rushes off and Mecha follows. As Shadow finds out about Eggman's death, he begins rushing to ensure the Ark still fires before it is too shut off. While being followed by Knuckles. "Stop there." Shadow looks over at Knuckles. As Sonic and Mecha show up. "You're still too late. Everything will go according to plan." The Ark starts to tremble as it starts its collision course with the Earth. The three rush Shadow and start beating him down. Mecha lifts Shadow by the throat, his metal claws open as Sonic then attacks Mecha instead.
"I won't let you spill any more blood today."
Mecha turns angered as the two are about to start fighting, before Knuckles channels power in his fists and punches Sonic's face, knocking him out. "I won't spill his blood. You do it." Mecha proceeds to lift the wounded Shadow back up. "Killing me changes nothing, robot." Mecha plunges his claws into Shadow's chest and throws him down. Amy soon rushes over and starts yelling at the two for essentially ruining everything. Knuckles lets those words she's shouting echo into his head. He's felt at everything he set out to do. The Master Emerald is lost. The Chaos Emerald is going to destroy Mobius and his home. Anger starts to overtake his very being. And based on what other Sonic media has taught us, is that too much anger festering into Mobian causes very bad things to happen. As a dark aura forms around Knuckles, he essentially roars with rage, and unlocks a form which none has before. Dark Knuckles. He proceeds to rush over to the Emerald's casing, and destroys it, causing him to fall out. However, as the prototype attempts to merge with the Ark, Knuckles rushes in and punches the life support system connected to its back, shattering it, and killing it. As Sonic returns to consciousness, he notices Knuckles on a rampage. But when Knuckles spots him, he remembers who exactly caused all this. The Dark Echidna charges at Sonic, who quickly jumps back. Tails, who had came in after hearing about the carnage, fires a cyclone upon him. And even Mecha Sonic attempts to slow him down, but Knuckles is enveloped with rage as he throws the two away to get to Sonic. Sonic! The Chaos Emeralds are loose! You must find them to stop Knuckles! Sonic proceeds to rush through the Ark with Knuckles, relentlessly pursuing him, as he makes it to the Emeralds when he turns to Knuckles.
I don't want to do this, Knuckles.
Knuckles ignores the warning and rushes at him. As the Emeralds swirl around Sonic. As Knuckles' punch lands, he finds it ineffective in the new state Sonic was in. He hasn't used Super Sonic in many years, but now was the time he knocks Knuckles away. As the two start to fight. But it was less of a direct fight than it was Knuckles attacking in blind rage, as much more powerful Super State overpowers him.
Is this what your ancestors would have wanted, Knuckles? A raging beast who destroys and lets others kill?
You don't have the right to speak of them.
Then consider this payback for earlier.
Sonic then charges at Knuckles fast enough to launch him towards the planet. The gravitational pull grabs him before he can regain control of himself. As the Echidna falls back to Mobius, the dark aura slowly fades. Sonic flies back into the Ark and shifts out of Super. He somberly walks back to the others. Shadow and Eggman bodies lay there.
Well, we can't just leave them here.
Where's Knuckles?
I couldn't save him. We should go home.
Tails looks down as they all return home. Once again, they saved the day, but still lost. In 5001, a few hours after Super Sonic defeated Dark Knuckles. Knuckles wakes up on the ground. The dark energy that flowed within him has faded. He's hurt, but able to get up. His dark form protected him from most of the impact. Unlike in original events where Shadow fell, Knuckles did not lose most of his memory. Knuckles doesn't remember what happened after Shadow died, however. All he remembers is an intense anger. He puts it together that whatever happened, the Ark was doing had stopped. Meaning whatever happened led him to fall back to Mobius. What happened? He clutches his torso. There's an intense pain there. Unbeknownst to him, is where Super Sonic charged into him. Knuckles proceeds to hobble his way to a place to heal. Sonic Advance 1 and 2 do not happen. Eggman is dead. 5004. Sonic, Tails, Team Rose, Mecha Sonic, and Knuckles are called upon by a mysterious entity. Along the way, they collect the emeralds. Though, Sonic and Tails meet with Knuckles. Sonic thinks Knuckles might be bitter and prepares to fight.
Stand back, Knuckles. I don't want to fight again.
Again? What are you talking about? Sonic, I don't think Knuckles remembers what he did. What did I do?
Well, I had just woken up after you punched the spines off me.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Tails heard a commotion. And I've seen you destroying everything in sight in some dark form. Tails dubbed it Dark Knuckles. You then chased me along the Ark, and I had to use the emeralds too. Yeah, and we thought you were dead.
Knuckles turns around and feels his chest. That's why he was so injured upon waking up a few years back, and why none of the others looked for him. Feeling the guilt of having let people die and almost killing Sonic. He may not like Sonic, but he knows Sonic as a hero. Sonic, have you also been receiving messages?
Yeah, Tails says it may be a contingency plan of Eggman since he's dead.
Well, we can't have Eggman return. As payment for attempting to kill you, I will assist you in defeating whatever this is.
Alright, come on!
Team Sonic officially forms for the first time since 4994. Upon storming the Egg Fleet, they find Metal Sonic waiting for them, as well as the others. Mecha Sonic recognizes him. Robotnik's replacement of me.
Haha! I am much more than a robot now. I am the ultimate overlord, Metal Sonic!
But while immensely powerful, Metal doesn't have the power of chaos, nor does he have the data of Shadow. Neo Metal glares upon his loathsome copy and even lesser robot replica.
When I am done, the only thing left alive will be made of metal.
Metal starts to transform into the Metal Overlord. Knuckles feels himself shaking with rage as the Lord is threatened. They were copied and scanned, essentially tricked. Sonic takes notice of this.
Whoa, Knuckles.
The aura starts to form on Knuckles when Sonic gets an idea.
Knuckles, focus that power on Metal. He is the one who we need to fight off.
Sonic quickly grabs the emeralds they gathered and shifts into Supersonic, as Knuckles once again shifts into Dark Knuckles. Sonic, is it a good idea to use him like that?
Look at Metal, Tails. I might not be enough for him.
Sonic and Knuckles confront Metal Overlord. Since he's weaker in these version events, one Super State and one Dark State is enough to take him down. And once he does go down, Metal lands on the floor. Mecha stands over him. He sees what he could have become if he had let revenge and hate control him, but he also sees that Metal isn't an animal who was turned into a robot, so he could be better. Mecha then grabs Metal and walks away. Meanwhile, Supersonic confronts Dark Knuckles.
Alright, it's time to power down, Knuckles. The threat is gone.
Knuckles is just able to listen to reason. As the aura fades, Sonic grins as Knuckles looks away. You know what? It wasn't your fault. And I seem to have made him a big mistake too. So you're alright, Sonic the Hedgehog. Eggman is still dead, no G-Merle. 5005. The remains of Eggman's territory is finally dissolved by Mecha and Metal Sonic into their own benevolent empire to back up the Mobians for any threats. And a threat is coming. Knuckles is the first responder as he rushes into the Westopolis to meet with Sonic as they fight back aliens. In the lava shelter, Mecha and Metal are met with the Doom's Eye.
We had made a deal with General Robotnik, and with his death, Shadow would have inherited the deal. But you seem to have killed him. But since you are a creation of one of Gerald's descendants, you shall inherit our deal. Bring us the Chaos Emeralds.
General Robotnik intended to destroy the planet, along with Shadow and Iowa Robotnik. You are an enemy. Doom's eye squints.
If you rebel further, you will pay.
Metal and Mecha then attack the Eye, which flees. Back in Westopolis, Sonic and Knuckles keep fighting off the aliens before Knuckles suddenly stops and looks in the general direction of the alien's ship.
Knuckles, what are you looking at?
I swear, I can feel it.
Feel what?
The emerald.
What? But I lost it in space.
And these are aliens.
Oh. But let's not waste time. These guys don't seem very friendly, and if they are horrible at first impressions. We need to get these cities evacuated first.
Knuckles nods. He won't have innocent blood shed. The two spiny heroes fight their way to Lethal Highway, and even to Circus Park, where Tails finds them in Team Sonic forms. Tails, you know way onto the alien ship. I believe the Master Emerald is there.
I thought it... Well, yeah, there would be a good strategy to get them to retreat. We even have Gun and the Egg Pawns behind us.
But if it's true, and they do have that emerald, they could have more than enough firepower to fight back. I've seen what Eggman used it for.
Then we should stage a distraction for us to get in. Perhaps getting Metal and Mechas to join, while the other fight the army.
Like consolidating our forces for a big push is a way to get in?
Exactly.
Sounds like a plan. I'll get Metal and Mecha. You two keep fighting the aliens.
Sonic rushes off to recruit the robots. Sonic makes it to the lava shelter and is let in, being met with the two robots.
Hey! Long time no see, Metal.
Metal growls, still bitter about his defeat. Sonic, the aliens have told us to join them. We declined. But he said that he wanted the Chaos Emeralds.
Well, that's not gonna happen, considering Knuckles believes that they found the Master Emerald. But also we had a plan, and we need you two to gather your army with Gun and make a full assault. Meanwhile, my team and you two charge into their main ship to lay a beatdown on them.
Perhaps that will work. Mecha looks to Metal, who nods. And who gets the Master Emerald if we are to succeed?
Knuckles, of course.
The robots then agree to help.
I'm going to Central City to tell the President the plan.
As Sonic does this, Knuckles and Tails fight together, clearing up the Death Ruins as they find the pathway to get to the Black Comet. Alright, Tails. Now we wait for Sonic. Mecha and Metal also arrive in the Death Ruins to help. Sonic, after telling Gun what the plan was, makes it there too. As the robots and Gun army meet in the central city. They push back the Black Arms and make a full push to gain their attention. Amy, who was in the fighting crowd, lets Tails get the signal. Alright, Amy said it's a go. The five then storm into the final haunt, taking out any and all Black Arms in their way. You insolent creatures. Team Sonic freezes in place as the nerve gas enters their systems. Last chance, machines. Join us. Never. Black Doom proceeds to reveal that he had found the Master Emerald. Then I will use this to wipe you out. The Master Emerald glows and calls upon all 7 Chaos Emeralds to arrive. Now watch as your pathetic planet is destroyed. Metal was scanning the emerald, and he found something inside. Chaos Country. Metal rushed in and shattered the Master Emerald. Its shards split around the area. And with the emeralds right in the area, the sounds of rushing water are drowned out by... What did you just do? I released Chaos. Doom retreats from the area as Chaos starts to destroy the aliens around. Tico's orb forms to talk to them. She tells them of Chaos's origins and that he won't stop, even when the Black Arms are destroyed. In one phrase in particular.
The servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos.
Tails listens and deciphers the meaning. If Chaos is angry, then he might be using the negative side of the emeralds. Sonic has used them and became supersonic. But will it counteract the nerve gas? The emeralds make Sonic immune to conventional damage. Maybe it will explode and let him fight. But can he beat both Chaos and Black Doom?
Well, I won't need to fight both at once. If I focus on Black Doom while Chaos is also fighting, then I'll be able to conserve enough energy to quell Chaos after.
Metal and Mecha then gather the emeralds left on the ground, the sounds of the battle echoing throughout the area. They place them around Sonic, who uses the power to become Supersonic. He regains his ability to move and then dashes to fight. Supersonic flies by Perfect Chaos to attack the now Devil Doom. Impudent rodent. You dare strike me as if you were Shadow himself.
You wouldn't need this monster if you were even close to the creature that Gerald and I created. Oh, can it already? If you think I'll let you take over my world, then you've got another thing coming.
Sonic and Chaos both attack Double Doom as he gets word from the others. Sonic, Metal and Mecha have evacuated us. You don't need to worry about us.
Alright, Tails.
As Sonic and Chaos take down Double Doom, the latter then turns his attention to the former. Sonic stares down Chaos.
I guess I have to take you down too.
Sonic starts to battle Perfect Chaos, and luckily the energy he conserved was enough to also defeat Chaos. Chaos reverts to Chaos Zero as Tickle approaches him. They have an exchange similar to the one from Sonic Adventure, and are put to rest. Though Super Sonic has one more thing to do. Sonic, are you really going to try Chaos Control?
I saw Shadow use it. I just need to focus.
Sonic then grabs the Black Comet.
Chaos Control!
The Black Comet is sent to space as Sonic takes a deep breath and starts charging towards it, gathering energy to envelop into the arrow of light as he pierces through the Black Comet, causing it to explode. He then starts to return to the surface of Mobius, finally dropping out of his super form and wiping his head. The group then gather around him as the world is saved and the battle won. Knuckles walks up to him.
Sorry about your emerald.
Don't worry about it. I can still feel its presence. I think I can fix it. Besides, if Metal didn't do that, we'd surely have all died.
Yeah.
Knuckles then starts to walk away to repair the Master Emerald.
An electromagnetic pulse has just been generated, injecting a decompression agent. No, the level's not dropping. A spatial meltdown is inevitable. My lord, it's too late. We've got to take shelter.
Why, Solaris? Why do you refuse to listen to my voice? Elise!
Memphis remains in his ghoul-like state, searching and wondering where the Chaos Emeralds could be. He tempers Iblis so it doesn't go out of control as he uses the tech to figure out what is going on in the world, as a way to become Solaris. He finds out about Sonic the Hedgehog and his adventures. Sonic is currently on Flicky Island during the event of Sonic 3D Blast. Memphis studies what he can about the Chaos Emeralds, that these heroes and villains keep using them, and have done so 3 times before. He also finds out that Angel Island is stuck in the ocean by Station Square due to the lack of a Master Emerald. Little at this point is known of Knuckles, but it is known that he's the last of an ancient tribe of Echidnas. Memphis knows a way out, but he'll bide his time. Soon he'll find an opening to grab the emeralds, so he waits. The events play out on the surface world with no Eggman and no further threat to come to the emeralds, are left alone after the Black Arms and Chaos are defeated. But better yet, Knuckles is fisting the Master Emerald. If Memphis can snatch it, he'll have all he needs. But he can't just move around as a strange cloud, he needs a form. He approaches the skeletal remains of the humans killed in the Solaris project and absorbs their shadows, becoming a strange, dark being that definitely is not just a Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. He then exits the aquatic base. Soon, Iblis, we will be whole again. Knuckles is searching for the pieces of the Master Emerald in the area surrounding where the Black Comet was, like Westopolis and Ruins. Knuckles is forming the Master Emerald on the altar on Angel Island. But Memphis has learned of the Avengers, knowing that the heroes relatively recently repaired their relationship. Perhaps he can use this. Memphis appears to Knuckles. What? Who are you? Knuckles sees a threatening figure. I am not one of the Black Arms. I come from the future. The future, huh? Likely story. As Knuckles is about to attack, Memphis blasts him with a purple energy orb, sending him to Crisis City. See, Memphis knew how to abuse time travel, and doesn't care for any paradox he might form. As long as he forms from Solaris, it won't matter to him what happens to the timeline. Also, it might just be multiverse theory in this set of events. He released Iblis in the future to cause havoc to trick Knuckles. What? What's this? This is Soliana. That Water City? Yes. Why is it on fire? Someone released the flames of disaster. Iblis. It happened after the Master Emerald was fixed. It was me? No. The Iblis trigger is a blue hedgehog. Betrayed you after the emerald was finished. Sonic? Yes. I believe that was his name. He attacked you while your back was turned and used it to summon Iblis. Knuckles looks quite peeved, but you must form the Master Emerald. You must be wary, however. Knuckles nods, and Memphis sends him back to the present. Sonic is in Central City helping clean the damage when he's suddenly attacked by purple lava enemies that Memphis gathers from the future. Whoa! Unbeknownst to him, Memphis was in a shadow. Sonic, you do not know me, but these are from the future, leaking from rifts. When the Echidna reforms the Master Emerald, he accidentally causes havoc to ensue. Sonic, while fighting the creatures, listened to these words. So, a spooky voice from the future tells him what to do. Gotta say, it's kind of odd, but these monsters are insane, so I guess I don't have any other better option for now. Sonic and Knuckles were just set into a collision course. That's when Tails shows up to aid Sonic. Tails, we have to find those shards to stop Knuckles. Why? He's gonna be the cause of more of these creatures to show up. Huh? Some presumably future voice showed up and told me what these creatures were. Knuckles is still exploring to find the shards and is suddenly attacked by the monsters, and Memphis shows up, immediately destroying them. Memphis, those were the creatures from the future. The chaos of that world is beginning to mess with the fabric of time. You must hurry and form the emerald so you can defeat Sonic. Knuckles nods and continues with stronger vigor as Memphis disappears. Sonic and Tails keep fighting monsters while attempting to find Knuckles. Unfortunately, the monster attacks get too frequent when they're close. Sonic, the monsters seem like they're defending Knuckles. The voice must have been right. They're trying to protect their existence. It must have failed if they still show up. Not if time travel is actually under multiverse theory, but it will still exist, just be split from this timeline. That's confusing, and I hope I don't have to deal with time travel again. That's called foreshadowing. Sonic and Tails manage to gather the Chaos Emeralds just in case, as they finally make it to the Master Emerald Shrine, just after Knuckles forms it. Angel Island begins to rise. Knuckles. Knuckles turns around expecting them to be there. Sonic, my friend. I knew you'd be here.
I'm gonna need that emerald again.
No way. I should have known this whole time. The game you were playing. Knuckles clenches his fists.
Tails, I'll handle him.
Sonic and Knuckles approach each other. As Tails sneaks up to the Master Emerald while the others are distracted, he's prepared to shatter it.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Tails' fur stands up on end as he turns to see Memphis blitz past him. Ugh! Sonic and Knuckles stop their scuffle upon hearing Tails scream. They look shocked as Memphis stands on the Master Emerald. What do you think you're doing?
You're a fool, Knuckles the Echidna. Tricked again.
Knuckles has a sudden shock of realization and rushes to attack Memphis, who knocks him back, but Sonic catches him and Tails then gets up.
Team Sonic itself stands against me. This will be fun.
Team Sonic attempts to fight Memphis, who's always with them, the entire time, dodging spins, punches, and tail whips. Knuckles suddenly realizes what he must do as he rushes to the Master Emerald to shatter it again. Memphis notices and proceeds to blast by Sonic and Tails, blowing to the side and rushes past Knuckles.
No! 9 long years is enough.
Memphis blasts Knuckles away to join his friends. He then raises his arms and teleports away. Angel Island starts crashing down once again. He is now inside the aquatic base, where he has Iblis contained and releases him.
At long last, I'll be able to join with you. Iblis! Now, Master Emerald, it's time for the final curtain call!
Iblis and Memphis start to fuse. The multiverse starts to tremble as enveloped with light. Team Sonic looks around as the Master Emerald Shrine disappears. As the only ones connected to the chaos, they're the only 3 in the time-space rift. Knuckles punches the ground, making it crack. I can't believe I was fooled again. Sonic, the roars I hear in the light. I think it's Solaris, Soliana's sun god. Knuckles looks at Tails. Soliana? Solaris? Tails explains the Solaris project.
So, how do we beat it?
We have to do it, here and now. No, it exists in all facets of time. Past, present, and future.
Well, there's 3 of us.
I can take out in the past. I have connections to it, being the last Echidna.
And I tend to live in the now. I can destroy its present.
Well, how am I supposed to be its future?
Well, Tails, when the older heroes are gone, who's gonna stop evil then?
Tails looks at Sonic and smiles. Knowing his heroes, his best friend, has such faith in him gives him vigor.
We gathered the emeralds.
Sonic pulls them out as they swirl around him. He proceeds to empower Knuckles and Tails as they fly to defeat Solaris. Knuckles represents the past. Memphis, if you're in there, just know you messed up big time. Sonic represents the present.
Hey Solaris, may have messed up many years ago, but I won't this time.
Tails represents the future. Sonic believes I can do it. I'm a hero too. I won't let the world down. I won't give up. The battle is much more drawn out than the original events. The heroes aren't as strong as they were in 06, but through sheer vigor they keep fighting to save the multiverse. Tails sends his flickies to attack the Solaris' shield. Knuckles punches back, attacks, and takes out the other shield. Sonic charges into him, taking down the first incarnation.
It's not over yet, guys. Stay on your toes.
Team Sonic keep fighting with all they have to destroy the Sun God, focusing on the core. So Sonic, I can't hold this up anymore.
Come on, Tails, you can't fall now. Switch with me.
No, you're low on rings too. I'll do it. Knuckles charges in. This is what you get for messing with me. Knuckles, being slower than Sonic, is immediately blocked. He attempts to overpower Solaris' arm. Just as he's about to be overpowered, in the far reaches of time and space, the Master Emerald glows. With renewed vigor, Knuckles manages to blast the arm away, and with all his might and the emeralds, he punches the core as hard as he can. The entire battlefield fades to white. Team Sonic is now in a room. They walk around it. Sonic, look! Tails was at the flame as they all 3 approach it. Sonic, I hope you can forgive me.
Heh. All that matters is that we stopped it.
Guys, I think we need to blow the flame out. Tails lifts the candle. This might erase more than we think.
It's that, or let everything be destroyed.
Knuckles and Tails then nod as Tails blows out the flame. As they all appear in Central City, the Master Emerald fully formed, as Knuckles stares at it and picks it up. Finally. Sonic and Tails watch as Knuckles carries the Master Emerald away. Later that day, they watch Angel Island rise for good this time. And that was part 5, and likely the end. Secret Rings of Black Knight play out as normal. Unleashed Colors, Generations, Mania, and Forces don't happen because Eggman is dead. 4 isn't canon, and Returns wouldn't happen, and the end stays trap. So I suppose that's the end.